Hello and welcome to another video here with me. I'm your host, Justin the Moment 2.0, formerly known as Justin the Moment. If you guys somehow come across this channel, I've had to start a new YouTube, which is the purpose of me finally getting around to doing this video. I've gone back and forth on whether or not I should even bother, but I think this is something that needs to be said. Whether or not other people are going to find it important, that's really not my concern. The concern I have is this happened, and unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do about it other than bring it up here. As regards to my other YouTube channel, which was very small, but it was moving progressively, and I was having a lot of fun with it. I had it for 3 years. I built that platform from The Sims 4 and actually, I'm lying. I created that channel from Final Fantasy XIV, which is the game I'll be discussing today, and The Sims 4, and they gravitated into train simulations. But mainly, it was those two things that propelled my channel to what it was, and it was gaining momentum, and I was having a really good time with it, and I started changing certain things about it. And unfortunately, that channel was disabled and then completely terminated as far as I'm concerned, yet I'm still getting notifications from other YouTubers that I subscribe to, which I find is odd. This is not going to be a lengthy video. I'm jumping right into it because as I'm discussing it now, I'm getting very annoyed with it. Just the idea of having to the idea that I'm rehashing this, actually. For those of you who don't know about Final Fantasy XIV, it's a MMORPG, and you basically create a character, subscribe, and it's a monthly subscription. It's, from level 1 to 90. It's multiple players. It's a very good game. I have no issues with the game. I love the game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played it as long as I've been playing it, and I've been playing it for well over 6 years. I love the game. Unfortunately, when the new release hit for Endwalker, which was early access, which I purchased months in advance, right after the event that we had, that was December the 7th when it released. So I had it, I started it, I streamed it. I had no issues with the stream. Everything was fine. I made some separate videos to propel, my experience with Final Fantasy XIV. And unfortunately, I received a email December the 17th. Now note, early access was the 7th. December the 17th, I received this email telling me that a copyright owner using a content ID has claimed some material in your video. This is coming from Square Enix. Never had it before, never had an issue with them. Now all of a sudden I received an email on this video. Mind you, I've already put up at least 6 videos on Final Fantasy. In that same day, I received another email. Due to multiple copyrights associated with the videos below, your account has been disabled. Never had an issue with YouTube. Never had an issue with Square Enix. Yet my channel is now disabled. Fast forward to the following day, I then received this email telling me that my channel, due to multiple strikes, they've concluded that it now needs to be upgraded from disabled to terminated. Confused as hell. I honestly didn't understand what the hell was going on. So now, my channel that I've had for over 3 years has gone from flourishing to creating from content flourishing to gaining new followers in anticipation to everything that was going on with Final Fantasy XIV, because that's the player base that I started to connect more with. Now my channel has been terminated. And all because of what? I find out 2 weeks ago, and now this is February, and today is February the 6th. I find out late January that there was a ban on spoilers of Endwalker. Color me surprised, not knowing this information yet. The team have a very interesting way of giving us all the information we need when it comes to events, when it comes to MOG station maintenance, when it comes to new content that they're adding. Not once was there an announcement, at least to my knowledge, because I tried to follow up on things. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I do not have a Twitter account. So if that was all over Twitter, I missed that one. But they make it their business to put out this information so that everyone else knows when it's things that we could possibly kind of move without knowing. But you don't tell us that you ban early access content. Again, I have no problem with the game. I love the game. I still play it. You can hear the music in the back. I love the game. I have a problem with them saying that that they're for the community. You're not transparent with the player base. That's a problem. And you can't be transparent with the player base when it's the interest of lining your pocket. And I say that because I just found out that now the restocking of Final Fantasy Endwalker is now being available for purchase, considering they shut it down because there was an influx of new players from WoW, and all the congestion just made it horrible the first 2 weeks, actually the first month of playing it. And because of everything that happened with me, I took my sweet time because I wasn't sure if I even want to be bothered. I had already purchased it. I was angry that I even had it, but I played it because, in all honesty, it's not the story that I'm upset with. The story was amazing. I thought it was great. It's the lack of communication. But you make it your business to let us know that, oh yeah, you can buy the game again. It's available to purchase again. It's available to play again. You're transparent with that, but you're not transparent saying that you want to put a ban on early content for players who have not yet reached this point. And why do you wait till Endwalker to do this? We never had this. Where did the favoritism come in at? Who exactly are you appeasing? There was no transparency with this. This was straight up trash. And as a result, I got caught in some BS whirlwind of non-communication. So naturally, I'm upset. I'm upset with YouTube. I'm upset with Square Enix. It's a sad situation. And I think at this point, people, especially with the marketing team, whoever allowed this, whoever co-signed this, should just own up to the failings, because a lot of people got caught up in this. There may not be anyone talking about this, but I'm talking about it. And I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely insane. And I don't want this to be viewed at as a rant, because in all honesty, it isn't. It's more of a heads up. Listen, at this point, things are starting to change. Nothing lasts forever. I completely know that. That's a day-to-day thing. Going forward, it's going to be really tricky now, because what can you do with this game? What are we allowed to do with this game? Are we allowed to be excited and share this with other people? Because this is what advertising is. When you have a player base that likes the game so much and wants to advertise it, this is what you do to them. This is how they get swept up into the nonsense. You don't even tell them that they're going to be banned if they put this up. They're going to be banned if you do this. That's not something you discuss with your player base. It's crazy. I'm probably going to get in trouble for having this music played in the back, but you know what? I've gone through worse. I lost an entire channel that I built on from the ground up that I really enjoyed. That was a part of my day-to-day life. So the happy that I had is gone. So what else do I have to lose? It's just a small piece of my happy that I really enjoyed. So, hey, I'm putting this out there. It took me long enough to discuss this, and now I'm discussing it. So feel free to leave any feedback in the comment section. I mean, if anyone gets to this, I'm pretty sure there'll be positive, there'll be some negative. It is what it is. The fact of the matter is, my life, it happened to me. I'm just choosing to share it. I'm not choosing to sit by like it didn't happen, because it happened. In all honesty, I would love for my YouTube channel to be reinstated. I think YouTube, honestly, YouTube is trash. but it was my channel. It was the channel that I worked on. So I'm upset with them. I'm upset with Square Enix, but I'm one person. That's just what's going on. And again, Final Fantasy and Walker is great. I've managed to finish, get a couple of classes to level 90, still working on things. I've had a great experience. I just wish I would have been able to express that in the capacity that I'm so used to doing, that I've done years prior. This was a very unfortunate situation, and they should do better. It's not I think they should do better. They should do better. If there's something you don't want us to show, you need to announce that. That's something that needs to be said. We shouldn't get penalized for you not doing your job. It was your job to tell us that you didn't want us to do that. This and on top of that, most of the player base are adults. You mean to tell me you micromanaged influencers or YouTubers or anyone that showcased this because everyone else who clicks on videos can't see that it says spoiler alert, which means they don't need to watch it? Make it make sense. But anywho, this was I'm already almost 12 minutes. I just wanted to put that out there. That was my bit of frustration. But I hope you take this with a bit of thoughtful insight. If you are a player and you showcase this game, be mindful of what you do, because I don't think we're safe. It's crazy to me how things worked out. And as far as YouTube is concerned, it's YouTube. They're going to do what they want to do anyway. I honestly haven't put anything up on here, maybe 2 videos. I don't think I'll be showcasing anything up on here. I probably will be doing it on another platform. But if I can connect with all of the community base that I had, that would be perfect, because I would love to continue what I started with them. But as always, I am just in the moment. This is 2.0. I hope you guys are doing well. You take care. Welcome to the channel if you've been here. And like I said, take what I said as a little thoughtful piece of insight. It may not happen to you, but it happened. So just be mindful. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take it easy.